today we talk about the possibility of an NHL season being canceled for 2021 and why. Hello everybody and welcome to Sports Talk. How are y'all doing? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty decent today. Wanting to talk about the NHL because so many recent things have been coming out about next season for the NHL and how it's not looking good. And I really wanted to talk about this because it really isn't looking good at all. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about what is holding up the NHL, recent developments from the NHL, why would this happen to the NHL? Why can't they play? I got it all pulled up here, but I did want to touch upon it. Of course, Friday, stay to the end of the video, to find out who won our contest. If there was a winner, because I don't know if you guys commented yet, because it's Monday I'm recording this, so stick to the end to find out who the winner of our contest was. In the meantime, you say something, and then all of a sudden the NHL puts up a big bomb, and that's what I did. I talked about how excited I was for 2021, what to expect from 2021. By the way, go check out the video because I hope we'll still have a 2021 season, and that's what you can expect from it. And then we get a bomb, a big bomb. NHL postpones its start to mid-January. The reasoning for this is pretty clear. The NHL has not figured out how to start the season this year. Remember, back when the season was starting, and back when we were starting, the NHL was one of the top-rated sports leagues for the way they handled the coronavirus pandemic. They were one of the top-rated sports leagues for the way they kept their teams out and kept their teams playing during the pandemic safely. How they were able to test, how they were able to do a successful bubble with zero COVID-19 cases. How they were able to do that was just remarkable without very little hiccups along the way. Now we get to an opportunity where the season is about to be made full. We need to make a full season, and we need to do it during the pandemic, towards the end of the pandemic, fingers crossed. We need to do it around the time where players and owners are on the fence about playing and where it's a tough situation. First things first is what's going to happen with next season is you can't run an 82-game schedule anymore. Right now it's a 58-game schedule with the mid-January start. And by starting in February, what does that really give you for a season? Like, if you postpone it past mid-January, at that point, mid-January is halfway through the NHL season normally. And if you go to February, I'm sorry, but that's about done for me. That's where I jump off this wagon. I've been on the fence about being on this wagon in the first place, but the moment you tell me that you're moving to a February start date for this season, I'm jumping off of it. And I'm really still on the fence about this whole deal about starting later and having less games. The moment I tell you this, I told you that the owners were on the fence when I talked about the NHL trying to approve a plan before. I told you that the owners were on the fence about this. I told you how the owners weren't really into this, weren't really liking it. They were really on the fence. The owners really haven't changed their minds. The owners are still on the fence about this. Number one, because many rinks aren't going to be allowed to have fans now this year. And let's just kind of really talk about what is holding the NHL back. I just said the games portion of it, the schedule, 58 games. And the other thing is many players aren't going to want to jump out and start playing again. I mean, this is good for some of these players. Some players haven't been playing since March. Some players haven't been playing since last March, almost a year. And some players haven't been playing since September. That's about the way it goes right now. It's such a big time gap because of this pandemic. But what are the main issues? So the CBA disagreements. So I know you guys have heard this. Most of you have, that worry about the CBA. But this is the biggest sin presented in the NHL from getting back to play right now. This is their collective bargaining agreement, the CBA. After 2 lengthy lockouts in the past 16 years, it looked like we were going to avoid the CBA saga with the NHL and the Players Association. They agreed to a deal in July, but we saw in Major League Baseball early in 2020, so the NHL is asking the Players Association for more concession given the state of the pandemic and financial progresses for the upcoming season. So here's what it says. It says the NHL is asking the Players Association to agree to one of 2 proposals. The first proposal will see the portion of salaries placed in an escrow increase to 25% for the 2020-2021 season, while players deferred 20% of their salaries. Ultimately, the league is asking players to defer 26% of their salaries next season, while the escrow figure stays flat at 20% in the current deal. The players agreed to 20% last year, and that was a 10%. Now trying to go for 28%, the players don't want anything to do with it. So what does this mean? This is the salary agreement, basically. This is the money these players make. Don't get me wrong, these players make a lot of money, but they will be taking big fat pay cuts. Now, we know a lot of people have taken pay cuts because of this pandemic. I mean, people that work within the NHL have been some of the biggest people to take pay cuts, and people that work in the NHL have been some of the biggest people to lose their jobs. So that is important. But there's still a lot that is happening right now with this agreement. Money is such a big deal with the NHL players. And the NHL has to worry about this too. The NHL TV contracts and the NHL people that watch TV, the money the NHL drives in from TV is very little compared to the NFL and compared to Major League Baseball and even compared to, I say, the NBA and Major League Baseball. I mean, those NBA is pretty big, but Major League Baseball, they even have a lower rate than that. More people rather go to a hockey game than watch it on TV, and that's just the way it is. More people rather go and watch the game, and that's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that is just the way it is. Their TV is just less, and they make a lot of their money from the people that go on, buy concessions, that sit in the chairs and watch the game. And for many arenas, that's not going to happen this year. And that's a part that these players just don't want to have to take a pay cut because of this. They just don't want to do that. So many of them are willing to sit a year and do the CBAs again. The other thing with these CBA agreements is that these are presenting legal issues for the NHL that a lawyer who presented the players, of course it's going to be from the players' point of view, did write a very long tweet about this, and that also came out as a threat, as a legal threat for the NHL if they don't agree on these contracts. And if they don't, this lawyer basically said there's a lot of sketchy stuff happening with these CBAs, and not to say that there isn't. I'm sure there is some stuff going on behind the scenes and stuff that's happening, but I don't know that it's totally what we think it is. The other thing that we should talk about right now is the border and regulations. So Canada is, right now, the border's shut down. The NHL got a bypass to go to the Canadian border and play games and then leave. They had a bypass to do that because they were being safe about it. But that was also a one-time thing, I think, because they were only staying in that area. And now, right now, that's the thing. There's 4 NHL teams within Canada that would have to travel from Canada back to the U.S., Canada back to the U.S. And that's what they normally do on a normal basis, is they travel in between borders. That's just what they do. But they can't do that during a pandemic. They would have to have a stationed arena within the U.S. Or all U.S. teams have to pack their bag and have a station arena within Canada. So most likely we're going to see the station arena in the U.S. The other thing right now is that California has shut down all contact sports. All arenas with contact sports right now were shut down in California, and that's affected the San Jose Sharks. They are affected by this greatly. So is a lot of the NBA teams, but NHL has yet to announce anything. The San Jose Sharks have to shut down their facilities, and they have to find a place to put games. And that is just one of the many regulations that are in place. So you're going to have to pack up 5 teams and find a new home arena for them if the NHL is to play games. 5 teams going to need a new home arena. 5 teams are going to need a new home rink. 5 teams need a new home rink. Wow. Just wow. 5 teams need a new home rink? To me, that's shocking. And to me, that is just crazy. So that is what we're doing right now. 5 teams. Gonna need a new home rink, and we're gonna see what happens. Thank you all for watching this video. This kind of clears up a little bit of what our issues are. There's so many of them to get to of why the NHL is gonna run into pickles trying to start this season. Not to say that the NBA didn't run into pickles, but they didn't have to deal with the CBA as bad as the NHL is. And Major League Baseball had to deal with it too. It's just a pain for us fans who just want to see some hockey. Thank you all for watching this video. Before I say goodbye, I'm going to pause. We're going to cut a clip in right now for who the winner of our competition is. And if there's no winner, you'll see me again. And here is the winner.
Congratulations to our winner of our contest. Hyper awesome. Congratulations. Yes, I can totally agree. I definitely like watching the snowfall. We have had a lot of green Christmases for a while, but watching the snowfall is always an awesome thing. And, you know, it's snowy outside and we could get some more, or at least where I am. So congratulations. There will be a link to a Google form in the comments down below. So on that, you go check that out. You can fill it out and get your shout out, and everything will be on Monday. So congratulations on that.
Alright guys, congratulations on winning that. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, turn on post notifications, give this video a like, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a fabulous, fantastic day, and I will see you on Monday for an NFL review. So enjoy the weekend, enjoy your NFL, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you guys, peace out.